Hi everyone! Thank you for coming to my Vulnerably Badass YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about the importance of community. This morning I joined 1.5 hour online Zoom meeting with coaches across Asia. We had 6 coaches and from Singapore, South Korea, Japan, Hong Kong, and Malaysia. And they are originally from France, Germany, China, Japan, and New Zealand. So it was really multicultural. But what we're doing is we met through this coaching company in Hong Kong, and we had a training/retreat event in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia last September. So I went there to join and I met all these coaches. And after that event, we just kept in touch online, and these coaches create this community, one team to think about different events or different things that we can collaborate together. And we've been meeting, like I've been on and off because of my son's death and grieving, but they've been meeting weekly, and they've done events together or collaboration together. And every time I join, I'm so amazed because they are doing this just as a volunteer. They won't get paid, but they just want to do something together as a team, and they want to come up with innovative ideas or something new. They want to try out something, and when we meet, we share everything, what we want to do or what kind of trend we feel we're seeing, and so what kind of needs we have in coaching field. We discuss and come up with ideas and try to implement. And each coach is like, they can get paid for several $100s per hour, but they are so committed and devoted to just make this collaboration together. So I'm so amazed. It is a community because of this coaching company, but whatever we're doing is not paid by the company. So we're just pro bono based. So I get inspired by those people because they feel so passionate about certain topics or certain things. That's why they're investing their time and efforts. So I get inspired. So today when I joined them, I shared what I've been doing. I shared how I was doing adversity to advocacy presentation based on what I had gone through before that event in Kuala Lumpur last September, which was fighting with my son's cancer and giving presentation about that. And now I've made this 7-week resilience workshop after I lost my son last November. So I shared how it works, and then they really liked the idea, and they wanted to do this 7-week resilience workshop somehow together as a whole community. And I said, of course, yes, I'm really interested in that because I am doing this as a part of to continue my son's legacy. So if it reaches more people and if it can involve more people, then it can make more ripple effect. And that's what I think my son and I are supposed to do as our life purpose. So I said I'm happy to do it with others. So I was so excited to see the possibility of working together with this community and other coaches who I feel like family members now. And another thing that I mentioned was with one of the coaches, I talked about YouTube project because I'm making YouTube videos, and my first YouTube video was from adversity to advocacy. So Now what I'm thinking is interviewing others and listening to their stories, what kind of adversity they went through, and what was this turning point that caused them to change their perspective so that adversity doesn't really look like adversity anymore. And what did they do afterwards? What kind of advocacy, what kind of behavior change, or what did they do to make a ripple effect around them? So I decided to do the interview with one of the coaches, and we actually did our first video recording this Tuesday, this Monday. Unfortunately, I made a mistake and accidentally I didn't keep the recording. I lost the data, so we're gonna do it again. But anyway, I am trying to do this interview with one of the coaches, and I shared about this idea. And so one more coach told me that she is also willing to do the interview with me. So I'm so excited. She already did her TED Talk, and that story is very inspiring. So I'm so excited that I can do interview with her and hear her story directly. So, but what it is like, yeah, I get all these, exciting idea, but because we're doing this on volunteer base, and we're not really trying to make money or anything, right? We are working on passion and things we love. But when it comes to my interview and my resiliency workshop or things like that, I always have this mixed feeling. How am I gonna monetize? But I feel that is my fear speaking to me, and I tell myself, here in the community, everybody's doing on volunteer base, and everybody's so giving and so accepting and collaborating. So I'm so excited about this possible collaboration of possible series of YouTube interviews asking coaches why they became coach or what was their turning point. And of course, I'm thinking about, expanding this interview to other people. It doesn't have to be coaches. Anybody who went through any adversity and turned it into advocacy. So anyway, today in that meeting, I felt the power of community, when there is a really safe place and everybody's being vulnerable and honest. People just share their ideas or their challenges or what they want, what they need so freely. And I even shared everything I'm doing. And we get stimulated by each other and inspired by each other. So I am really thankful that I joined this coaching communities event back in September. I invested in the hotel fee or the flight ticket and everything, but I think it's worth it that I am connected to these fellow coaches. And I think that's what Linda Grattan is talking about. The book I introduced yesterday, Shift, she was talking that, there are going to be a lot of micro-entrepreneurship and the concept guilds, like community is going to be important to work together. But so today I felt like, wow, this is it. This is the community, and this is the network, and this is the bonds, relationships that's so important. Not so much of the money that we're making or anything, but the value of the experience we can get by working together. So today's question for everyone is, what kind of community do you belong to? What kind of support do you get from them? And how are you contributing to the community? I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you for watching my Vulnerably Badass YouTube channel. See you tomorrow.